How's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another episode. I'm back again here in Ark Survival Ascended, and this time around I'm starting out with a bit of an action scene in which basically I've got this strapped Rhinonathia here that I have taken down to below 10% health, and I want this Rex to be impregnated by the Rhinonathia. I don't really know how to pronounce that name. I know I'm butchering it every single time I say it. It's a really weird name to pronounce as is. But yeah, so I know it doesn't like doing it inside the trap for some odd reason. For that reason, I'm going to have to pull it out. I know I'm going to lose it afterwards. Hopefully it doesn't die before we get the Rex impregnated. So one of the things I've learned is, A, it doesn't like being in a trap to impregnate. Now I'm guessing that there is a way around it. It does do a little spin tail attack before you get impregnated, but then it also wants to fly or gain height. So I think maybe there's a way around it where it could potentially be done with having a taller trap. So that is something I'm going to be looking at. So I guess in that case the trap might become a two-part trap. So a trap with a impregnation cage attached to it. At the moment we are just waiting here and letting this thing do its thing, I guess. But normally after this tail attack that it does in the air, it tends to follow up with a impregnation attack. Now I don't know if it healed off the fish in the river, in the water, so to speak. I can still see damage on it, which is good, so that means it didn't heal. So basically what's happened in the past is, as I was trying to kite it out in my tests, it's attacked me. In doing so, it killed the fish, and obviously because I wasn't moving fast enough, it harvested the fish, which then led it to being healed. But normally after this particular attack we get a little tail infestation and impregnation. Now there I did try to see its health levels, but it knocked me straight off, so that is not going to happen, is it? And we've got a Baryonyx who wants to be part of this. I'm going to have to do something about it because it's going to cause problems. Alright, so the Rhinonathia doesn't seem to like something, and now that I'm looking at it, it looks like it's healed, so I guess I'm going to have to take its health back down and attempt it again. It's a good thing I've got plenty of pheromones to use. Now I'm gonna have to see if I can kite it back in. Right, let's do this. Okay, this is gonna be tricky. A lot easier on the flyer, I must admit, but I don't see any damage on this Rhinonathia. Let me see. Okay, right. Woo. For a second there I thought I was gonna fly out, which would have been a lot more trickier. Right. I need to maneuver the Rex around. It's a good thing the Rex is fairly tanky. And try and stay behind the door, let the doors push me. And there we go, we got it trapped back in the trap. And we have to do it all over again. I'm going to shut these doors though. Yeah, that's not what I'm meant to do. Okay, this is a bit dodgy sometimes. Okay, let's do this. There we go. Right, let's reset and give it another go. Okay, attempt number 2. And let's see if this one works. So as you can see the blood on it. I don't know how that Rhinonathia healed. It must have killed something that I didn't pay attention to and harvested the body. But I mean, it was that low on health, I couldn't have done much of anything anyways without... Oh, see, this is worrying. Because it's attacking fish. Oh, it's right in the way. It's blocking me. Oh, this is bad. Let me out, let me out, let me out. See, this is how it could potentially heal. By killing the fish in the water and then harvesting it. So I wonder if that is what it's done. And you'll probably hear some fighters flying past my house because it's really annoying. This is something that happens quite regular. And yeah, I have been impregnated. Well, with that said, it's time to get moving. We got to put this baby in our base and look after it. And soon enough, we'll have a nice Rhinonathia. Yeah, well, The female's gone. Long gone. That's the problem. So I can trap them. I can use them to impregnate Rexes, but then they fly off. So I'm going to work on trying to find a way where you can use the trap. Oh, where did I put my bird? I think it's on that side. Yeah, where you can use this trap, albeit potentially larger, to use it as an impregnation cage. I mean, that thing's long gone now. If it's still alive, that's the other thing. Because if it goes and aggro's onto something that will potentially kill it, yeah, it's there we go. Yeah, I can't even see it. So I have no idea how far it's gone, but it's definitely gone. Well, I've got the baby, so that's good. I guess from now on we're gonna try and look after the cravings. Hopefully we get something decent with the cravings. And there's only 2 things I cannot offer it, which I don't have. Hopefully we don't get any of those. At the moment I don't have any element. One of the things that has crossed my mind though is now I've got the Rexes. What I could do is I could breed a bunch of Rexes and then take them into the maybe Gamma fights, I'm thinking, and do the bosses on Gamma. Although I normally tend to go straight for the alphas, but it probably will be a while before that actually happens. So I guess that is something to work towards, something to consider. The one that's got me anxious, if I'm honest, is indeed the dragon. The dragon's an absolute pain. Yeah, cool. So I guess from now on we're just going to be looking after this thing and trying to do our best with what we have. Hopefully we get a decent level baby out of it, and then kind of grow the baby. After that, I think the next thing I'm going to need for breeding will be some Oviraptors, which is probably what I'm going to go and do, I guess. Alright, this thing is getting right tight, right close to death. Definitely might consider getting a dead on just for this type of breeding, so to speak. It is a form of breeding, I guess. But it's getting really close right now. I'm getting right anxious. A couple of seconds off from having the baby burst out, but I'm barely just keeping it alive by force feeding it meat, and I don't have a lot of meat left in its inventory. So I'm clinching. I am clinching really hard right now. I'm praying that nothing goes wrong with this because, yeah, I mean, yeah, we are. I'm right close to my Rex. Literally 100 points of health is what's keeping it alive with 2 seconds, 1 second on the clock. That's it. Let's go. Oop, Argent in the way. There we go. We have a big mosquito. Okay, 150. Nothing to complain about. I'm not going to name you just yet, but you are better than my other ones, so I guess you might potentially become my next Rhinonathia. We've got a bit of blue on it, which is kind of cool. Let's get it close to the feeding trough. I can work off of the feeding trough. I'll keep checking on it, try and do the imprints. Overall, not bad colors. Not a fan of the green. I like the blue though. I mean, personally speaking, I'm the one that's not the fan of the green. It's not my fault, or the baby's fault. It's just what it is. But it's not an ugly looking combination of colors, to be honest. So nothing to be sad about. The other thing I've thought about is, as I'm putting the Argent away, I think I might potentially breed Argent as well. Not necessarily for mutations, but try and get a high-level pair of Argent, and I think that's something to look at. Potentially, I might consider breeding them with mutations, or for mutations, so to speak. But this thing is looking pretty sweet. 1 to care in 46 minutes, roughly speaking, which is okay. Alright, on my fresh new Rhinonathia, just flying around, just getting into a bit of trouble, trying to put some levels on it. Yeah, we got an empty trap there, which I need to work on. I guess it's going to be a thing we're going to be doing in the future. Let's try and get some food from over here. Now, we do have beavers in this area, so I am looking for Oviraptors right now. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It's pretty cool. And I'm happy that I've got an actual high-level Rhinonathia. It's going to be something I'm going to be using quite a lot now, to be fairly honest. I think the only times I'll be using the Argent is... Well, I've got 2 specifically leveled up Argent. One is for fighting and the other one is for carrying, which I guess those will be the circumstances I might potentially see myself as using the Argent. But this is what it looks like, and I like it. It looks right nice. Yeah, that's it. That is my Rhino Nathia. Just having a closer look at it, I do like the details of this giant insect. I can only imagine how creepy this would be if you actually bumped into something like this, if something like this actually existed. But then I guess, equally speaking, if you could tame something like this, it'd be well cool to fly around. I wouldn't want a car anymore. I definitely would trade in my car and my bike for it. That's the best way of traveling, in my opinion. Although I think this would probably be registered as a potentially lethal weapon for its attacks, I guess. So I don't think it'll be a legal way of or mode of transport, better said. But it looks pretty cool. Like, I'm just looking at the shading, the colors, the different regions for the colors, and overall it looks right nice. I do like it. It does look like an insect, and they've done a good job with it as well. I do think the horn at the front is a bit in the way, but it's I guess it's a characteristic feature of this creature, so to speak. Alright, basically I've kind of flown all of the south coast of the island, found next to nothing. It's almost really interesting because it's like when you're looking for something, that's when you don't find it. Other times you see loads of them. So as I said, I'm looking for Oviraptors. Now, I want anything over a 125. The reason for that is because obviously we'll need a bit of weight, as I'm going to be using the Oviraptors for two things. One is just general egg gathering, so I'm going to place it amongst my dinos and have one set to gather all eggs. And the other one will be specifically for gathering fertilized eggs. I nearly forgot what they were called. Jesus, man. But yes, so we want one set to gather fertilized eggs, which is a thing that you can now do with Oviraptors, believe it or not. In the past, the only thing they could do is improve the rate at which dinos laid eggs. That's a 55. I mean, that's the first one I've seen now. And it's a 55. It's like, I want it because I've been flying for some time now. I haven't really seen another Oviraptor. I do kind of know where they spawn, but then they are skittish creatures, and the smallest thing will scare them and they'll run off, and they're actually quite easy to lose in the trees. So yeah, basically in the past, Oviraptors, as I was saying, only were useful for increasing the egg laying speed. And yeah, I'm gonna want, well, now the new addition that they have is the ability to also gather eggs, and you can actually select what eggs to gather on each Oviraptor, so that is kind of useful. Okay, we got that there. Got my bullet at the ready. We don't want to get too close to it. I don't want to scare it off. There we go. And we knock it out. I have got some Argentavis eggs, which I've been storing away. And we got one, trying to the face, knocks it out. I'm going to go and grab the eggs off of this. And obviously I'm going to use the Rhino Nathia to protect it with. Where is everything? Aha. So these are the eggs I picked up from base. 10 should be enough. I don't think it's going to need 10 necessarily. There we go. Right, cool. So now it's a case of keeping an eye on it and making sure that nothing creeps us on us. I guess this is the moment of anxiety right now. Apparently I've got some sort of experience points from something. I don't know what. I don't know how I picked it up. I didn't pick up any Explorer notes. To my knowledge, at least. What else could have given me that? I don't know, because I haven't picked up any Explorer notes. I'm deliberately not picking those up because I wanna. I'm considering. I hear another Oviraptor. Hey. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? What level? Oh god. Trying to get a reading on the other one, because if they're both high level, then I'm going to have to figure a way out of salvaging both of them. I don't want to hit it. Okay, I can see it right there. The other thing is we don't want to get too close to it, so because we'll spook it. So we don't want to spook it. Where are you? There you are. Oh, thank you, Raptor. Okay, it's behind the trees. I think it's is it 10 or 20. Cool. Right, that's fine. It's a female, level 20. We don't want that. That's a bit too low. Yeah, cool. We'll pick this one up. We'll take it back to base, and I want at least 2. 3 would be better, but 2 is what I'm going to settle for. Let me just quickly grab whatever's left out of... Okay, so you took 7 eggs. Just having a look at the weight. I was quite curious to see what weight they have in terms of carry weight. So let's grab you. Nope. Nope. There we go. That's it. Let's take you back to base. Drop you off, and then I'll go looking for some more of your kind. Oh, we've got some ways to go, by the way. Yeah. We've got quite a bit. So, I thought I'll check this area out, because in the past I have seen Oviraptors. And as I'm flying around and looking around, I kind of remember the time where I actually built a really large base here. I don't remember what expansion packs were out at that time, but like this beach right here was all mine, all the way up to very close to the obelisk. And I think right here where I'm at now, I had like a little it wasn't a little, it was big. It was the water part of the base, and we got another 125. I'll take it. I will take it. I'm not complaining. But yeah, this is a kind of a throwback, and I think to myself now, could have probably built the base here. Although I'm happy with the region that I've got, but the only downside to where I've built is when it comes to water tames, I'm not going to have anywhere to store them. So my base will have to be broken into 2 sections, which I guess at the end of it isn't really a bad thing, because whilst it won't be close to my own base, the water base will probably hopefully be out of render distance. Or maybe not out of render distance, I guess. Yeah, no. I mean, I haven't really decided what I'm going to do for the water base, what I'm going to build or anything. Although I should probably start considering that, to be honest. There you go. Give me some eggs. And we just keep an eye on it for now. But yeah, this was one of my bases, and I built right close to the red obelisk, which would made it easy for getting to the bosses. As to where I'm at now, I do have to transport my dinos here, but all this in front was my base. That was back in the day where building pieces were kind of nasty. There weren't any fancy triangle pieces and any of that stuff, and I think most of it, I don't remember. I don't know if I was using S Plus stuff at that point in time. I feel like I was. I feel like I was using S Plus stuff, but yeah. It was a nice place. It was a nice base. I remember that day with fondness. Or that time with fondness. Right now, I'm just basically hovering about, looking for things that might potentially want to nibble on the Oviraptor. They don't really have a lot of health. And obviously, I want all the levels I can get out of that 125. So, it's important. It's quite important because we want its weight to be decent, as eggs do tend to be quite heavy. And especially seeing as we've got some big creatures, we've got Rexes, I've got Argentavises. I might potentially at some point have Gigas, maybe Brontos, I don't know. So yeah, we want it to be able to carry all that, especially when I'm not logged in. Oh, don't go in the water. That's a bad place. That's not a good place for you to be. Alright, I'm going to drop this guy off back at base and see if I can find another one. It'd be nice if I could find another one, to be honest. 3 raptors would be nice. But yeah, this is a real nice place to live. And the water around this island is actually fairly decently deep. I remember I made use of that as well. Locked it all off, and that is where I kept my dino safe. It was fun. It was fun. Alright, I'm back at base, and I've got 2 Oviraptors, so I'm going to be putting these guys in their position. Now, the question is, can they follow me down the steps? This is going to be interesting. Let's see if that pathfinding... Oh, it does work. Oh, that's nice. That is well nice. I had my doubts there for a second. So I'm going to place one here. I think for now I'm going to call it a day, but I'm going to kind of keep my eye out for more high-level Oviraptors. Although I should probably take eggs with me every single time I go out on trips from now on, because, yeah, they are very useful. They've actually gained a very good and important use, even in the late game. One of them is going to stay up here and collect the eggs from pretty much everything. It's going to focus only on the non-fertilized eggs, so to speak. Let's try and get this one. There we go. We don't want it standing in the way there. Okay, cool. And you need to come down here. I'll come down here with you. Alright, go on. Okay, this is going to be iffy. Are you going to come down with me? Yeah, you are. That's good. Ooh, what are you doing? Whoa! Where did you go? Oh, hello. Right, again, I'm going to put you somewhere, I think, maybe something like this. I don't even know what the range on these things is, to be fairly honest. Maybe around here. Come on, what are you doing? That'll do. Right, let's set you to... which one is it? Where do I get the option from? That's the thing. Let's see now. Okay. Ah, I see. Right. Okay, cool. So you can do the fertilized eggs, and we'll give you some weight. The only thing I'm going to be pumping into these things will be weight. Want them to collect as many eggs as possible, especially while I'm off. So while we'll do that, I will get these guys to start breeding. And I'm just going to be collecting eggs passively, especially fertilized eggs. And yeah, well, I guess I'm more or less ready to start my breeding program, so to speak. And let's see now. So we'll set the other one to collect the non-fertilized eggs. I don't want them arguing over stuff. There we go. Where'd you put it? Okay, I forgot what I put this dude. Right, here we go. And you do the unfertilized eggs is what I want you to do. There we go. Do you have it? Okay. All right. Okay. You're right quick with that. Oh no, those were my eggs. Yeah, I need to remember to take those off you. Fair enough. Right, my Rexes down there are breeding, and I'm just going to leave them on permanent breeding. With that said, time to move the Argents to the breeding facility part of the base. So I guess we'll put you... I feel like this would be a good place for you to do your stuff. Like so. Try and keep things nice and tidy. I don't want things all over the base. And let's get... I'll get you. I'm going to have to shuffle things around here because there's a couple of stuff that I'm not happy with. Feels a bit crowded and I don't like that. So we'll put this down here. I mean, you can tell that I'm still used to the cryopods. Well, with the cryopods and stuff, you could keep the bases as clean as possible, which also meant your life was a lot easier because we didn't have to go out looking for food for the creatures. We didn't have to do as much harvesting, but it is what it is. Oh, it keeps popping out. That's annoying. Let's try this again. Okay, cool. So that is pretty much it. Let's have a look down here, get some food. Hey. Huh. Okay. That's that. And that's interesting. Whoa, hold on. Okay. I might take this one, I think. Let me just quickly clean up the area. But, yeah. I mean, when I came around here looking for Oviraptors, that was not something I was finding. And now, look at this. Couldn't have asked for anything better. Right, let's knock you out and make you mine. That is actually quite decent. Yeah. So when I started on this journey looking for raptors, there was nothing around here. Down he goes. I've got that bird, which I really hate. Okay, go on. Go on. Can I get it? I'm going to miss the shot, aren't I? Alright, try and time it. There we go. I am not a fan of those birds. And they do seem to spawn quite often in this area. Suppose that's what you get with life so close. Well, with living so close to the water. But yeah, I got lucky there. Right, whilst that Oviraptor's doing its thing, I'm just going to clear the area out. Get rid of some creatures, and on that note, get some meat as well. I was only coming for some meat, but that's fine. You know, won't say no to an Oviraptor. I can see the taming bar on it, so I know it's in good condition there. There we go. Alright, we should be fine here. Making my way around it because I don't want to accidentally hit the Oviraptor. I do like how fast these things swim. I think it's ridiculously fast that they swim. It's kind of fun. Alright, let's get rid of you. Where are you? There you go. Did I get you? Oh, no, I didn't. Jesus, man. There you go. Nope. Still didn't get you. Did I get you? I think I did. There's a dillo. I feel like I killed all the stuff. Anyway, we've got a new Oviraptor. Level 118. I'll take that. You'll do just fine. This guy's going to be an egg collector, so non-fertilized. And that's pretty much it. I'll call this a day. I think it's been a successful day, if that. So try and drop you here. Like so. I think. Cool. That's fine. I'll park this right here. Then I'll move the Oviraptor down in the base. Let me just reposition. I think I'm going to place this flyer here. And you, sir, come with me. Yeah, you're a sir, so you come with me. I'll take that. Thank you. And I'll move you down here. Oh, are you coming? Oh, right. Well, I guess pathfinding is a thing, and it does work decently. Yeah. One raptor here to collect non-fertilized eggs. One down to collect non-fertilized eggs. I don't know the range on these things, so that's why I'm doing it this way. I might level you up. Actually, I might keep you here for a while, level you up a bit, and then move you down to the main hangar bay when we start filling stuff up. But that is pretty much it for this episode, folks. Thank you all so very much for choosing to spend your time with me. I really do appreciate it. What the hell's going on? Huh? Anyways, I'll go sort this out, but thank you all so very much for choosing to spend your time with me. I really do appreciate it. And of course, as always, until next time, stay safe, folks.